to Inequalities, Lesson 4, which is solving multi-step inequality. Here's the homework that goes with it and some other information. Now, this is page number 6 in your note packet. Now, you want to solve these inequalities just like solving equations. But you need to remember, if you multiply or divide both sides by a negative, you need to switch the inequality. My other recommendation is that your variable is always on the left at the end so you can graph it. Now, let's solve this one. Subtract 11 from both sides, and we'll have 4g is greater than 12. Divide both sides by 4. G is, we do not switch the inequality because I divided by a positive. G is greater than 3. Now, when I graph this, G is greater than 3. The variable is on the left, so we're good to go. Open circle on 3 because there's no equal to. Greater than is to the right. So there's our graph. Let's look at example 2. Add 10 to both sides. So 3b is less than or equal to 45. Divide by 3. B is less than or equal to 15. Again, I didn't switch anything because I'm dividing by a positive, and my variable is on the left, so that makes it easy to graph. So when I graph this, less than or equal to 15, solid circle because we have our equal to, less than is to the left. All right, now, this one. Let's solve. Solve it the way it is. Subtract 27 from both sides. So I'm going to have 3 is greater than b over 5. Multiply both sides by 5, and I get 15. I do not switch the inequality because I multiplied by a positive. 15 is greater than b. You do not want to try and graph it that way. So we switch this. B and 15. You always want your variable on the left at the end. Now look, pointy side is towards the b, so when I transpose the entire thing, the pointy side is towards the b. So my answer is b is less than 15. So, graph it. Open circle, because it's less than, to the left. Alright, let's look. We're going to skip example 4. Let's do example 5, but let's switch this to a negative 6. So, d divided by negative 6 plus 3 is less than or equal to 4. Subtract 3 from both sides, and I'm going to have d divided by negative 6 is less than or equal to 1. Multiply both sides by negative 6. So I have d is. Now I multiply both sides by a negative, so I need to switch my inequality. Greater than or equal to negative 6. Graph this. Solid circle. Greater than is to the right. All right, this one is a tricky problem. Let's solve this. Add 33 to both sides. So I'm going to have negative, or no, not negative, positive 24 is less than or equal to negative 6p. I didn't switch because I didn't multiply or divide by negative. Now, I'm going to divide both sides by negative 6. So I'm going to have negative 4. I need to switch this because I switched the inequality because I divided by a negative. So greater than or equal to p. However, in order to graph, you need to transpose this. So switch the whole thing around, pointy side towards the p, pointy side towards the p. So p is less than or equal to negative 4. Here's negative 4. Solid circle, shaded left. All right, here we go. Josh had $150 saved and was saving an additional $22 per week from his part-time job to purchase a new tablet PC. If the tablet he wants costs $350, what is the fewest number of weeks that he must save to purchase the tablet? So let W equal the number of weeks. So he has 150 and he's saving 22 per week. So 22W plus the original 150. We need that to be greater than or equal to 350 because we need or more. So let's solve this. Subtract 150. So I'm going to have 22W is greater than or equal to 200. Divide both sides by 22. And I get W is greater than or equal to, what's 200? I get 9 and 1/11. Now, we need to answer the question, how many weeks does he need to save? Well, W is greater than or equal to 9 and 1/11. So 9 weeks is not going to work because we're not going to have 9 and 1/11. So 10 weeks at the minimum. All right. A small airplane can carry less than 1,045 pounds of luggage and mail. The mail for the day weighs 330 pounds. Each passenger brings 55 pounds of luggage. What is the greatest number of passengers that can be taken? All right, so let X equal the number of passengers. All right, so each passenger brings 55 pounds of luggage, so 55X plus the mail, which weighs 330. They told us that the airplane can carry less than 1,045. Notice we're not going to put the equal to because it has to be less than. So let's subtract 330 from both sides. And we have 55X is less than 715. Divide by 55. And we get X is less than 13. X is less than 13. So, what is the greatest number of passengers? 12 passengers at most. Because it has to be less than 13. It can't be 13.